Well, welcome back to the farm. I don't know if you can hear that sound or not. The fans are running inside the solar kiln. Behind me is the gravel pile. The sheep are making a big time on the gravel pile, king of the gravel pile. But I just had a friend stop by and we got talking about sawmills. And he says, you know, I've got a sawmill blade sharpener and a tooth setter that I haven't used in a long time. You're welcome to it if you want it. And I said, well, okay. And he told me that I guess he hadn't used it in about 20 years, but let's go take a look at that. Hello sheep, what are you doing? So stand by, we'll go check out that sawmill blade sharpener. All right, go down. There's the baby. Hello, mama. Hello, number one. She's kind of like the leader of the pack. There's the other. Those two right there are newest to the herd. So number one is the leader, and it's like, okay, where's number one going? I don't know. There they are. That's good stuff right there. Hello, brand new sheep and kittens. So here is the tooth setter and sawmill blade sharpener. I'll have to study up on this. It says Wood Miser AC/DC converter. So I guess I need to watch some videos on how to set this thing up and how to use it. So it looks like it's got a pump. Back up here a little bit. A pump for the fluid, so it'll be a wet sandstone. Here's one of the sanding wheels discs. It hasn't been groomed or whatever you say about them to it's brand new, so it's not set up to be used at all yet on this, but I can see inside of here the wheel has been ground down or set to sharpen a blade. Huh. Something additional to play with. Kind of look like a bird's nest down in the bottom of that thing. So anyway, this will be fun to do a video on. Because right now I'm going to go out and put the gravel inside of the sawmill side shed. Let's look at this tooth setter. Not quite sure how this works. I have to figure that one out too. So you must have to manually just move the blade. You have to manually move the blade and rotate it to check the setting on the tooth. And I don't know if you got to flip the blade around. Anyway, let's do a video on this sometime later and see if I can figure all this stuff out. So let's go spread some gravel. I don't think so.
Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some shop.
Alright, looks like your sheep want to go with you.
Oh, they do that a big sheep. Look what sheep-a-deepers. It's so beautiful.
And then there's all the cats. Well, got the gravel pile to deal with right now. The sun's going down. This is Friday afternoon. 2 days ago, early in the morning, the dump truck shows up, got stuck, had to pull him out with the tractor to get him out of this field. And we've been dealing with the remnants of the hurricane that come out of the Gulf. And so what I'm going to do now is take down the side braces, start spreading gravel, as exciting as that might be. But still, coming to the end of October, a lot of things going on and a lot of things to get done. Also worried about it may frost this evening here in Middle Tennessee, and then be worrying about stock tank de-icers for the chicken waters and everything else. So let's get to work. In talking about screws, these are deck screws and not structural screws, and you can see just that short time hanging there supporting the structure, keeping it square while we roofed it and everything else. The stress, it snapped that deck screw in half. So if I was going to go with a permanent structural support of any kind, check out the structural screws. They cost more money, but they'll last a lot longer than what these do. Well, this morning I finished up leveling best I could for the time being the crusher run gravel that I had delivered a couple days ago before the rains hit. So we got that mostly leveled off. I'll need to make some phone calls, find out what it would cost to get a concrete slab poured now. On the roof, I've got the ladder up, and I'm going to take some Thompson Water Sealer for wood and start spraying. I'm going to use a pump up sprayer, spray it on up here at the top, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around and explain it better. But I'm ready to seal the wood. seal this edge right here because I'm going to put gutters on this as well, but trying to protect the wood from rot, mold, mildew, insects, all of that, and hopefully I accomplish that with this water sealer wood protectant. So all of this wood is pine, and what I'm going to do is spray that down with that wood preservative, Thompson's Water Sealer, in a clear color, maintain the blonde looking color of the pine boards. And then I've got some flashing, and I'm going to flash it, that crack in between the wood and the tin roof. And from there I'm going to cut batten strips and batten this up here to stop the wind blowing through the boards, possibly as they dry, because down below here, the original boards, now this side of the barn is facing west, and this was poplar boards when years ago when I had the barn built, and as they dried out we got the huge cracks, wind flurries, snow flurries. That weather would come right through the boards right there. And of course that's the hay barn. You see the hay in the background. So I'm going to spray down the preservative on all of this in here, and then as I get closer I will take down all of this wall and redo it in pine. And this section of the sawmill side shed is let me step back out here. So from these two big posts that are close together, coming to the one to the far left, this one here will be the start of a room, and I'm going to board and batten all of this in. It's kind of nice to drive through here, but I'm not sure if I want to do that, close in, you know, all four sides, then put a door or maybe swinging doors right in here to cover the hole, so I can be able to drive up in here, load and unload. But as time will tell, we'll figure that out. But then the sawmill, I'll be able to back it in right here. Off to the right is a 20-foot opening, so I could go up to, well, at least a 20-foot log, but I could, you know, end up cutting something longer than that if I needed to. It is portable. It's up the hill there. It's got wheels, so I can move it to a different location if I need to work from a different location. But anyway, let me get busy with the water sealer and we'll check back in later. Here is the Thompson Water Sealer, Wood Protector Sealer Clear, and ultimate protection from water and sun damage. We'll see how long it lasts. A 1-gallon sprayer, easy to pack around, easy to apply this stuff with. For years now, I've used this on wood on my trailers to protect the wood on decks. Anyway, good stuff. Let's get started. Well, I started with the sprayer, what you saw, but I ended up using a roller, and I rolled all of the boards above the tin, the posts, the fascia board, because I'm going to put gutters on the hay barn as well as the side shed. Quite haven't figured that out yet, because I'm thinking running the edges of the hay barn, run that water onto the side shed, and have one dump location and not several downspouts on this. But I think it looks really good with that blonde color, the natural color of pine. Now I need to get back to milling some boards. Going to end up getting on some 5/4 for the siding of half of that. Anyway, stand by. Thanks for watching.